Hey, it's Karen Beach with another episode of the Success Snap. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because I don't have a guest today, but I do have something important I want to share with you, and that is this. I love doing the Success Snap because I'm one of those geeky people that is really into success. What does it take to make you get out of bed every day and go for what you want to go for? What makes you get back up after you've fallen down? What keeps you going? And then what do you do when you reach success? When you've hit that goal? Do you set another goal? Do you relax and bask in your success for a minute? I hope you do. But regardless of what you do, it all ends up a lot better when you have your tribe. Now, I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and I like being from Cleveland. It's a cool city to grow up in, and I'm glad I did. But my tribe wasn't there. And I knew that from a very early age. I had to find my tribe, people who got me, people who understood me, people that were going to pick me up when I fell and not use it as an opportunity to tell me that they told me so and pretty much kick me when I was down. I moved to a lot of different places. I was in Maryland. I was in Arizona. For a minute after college, I was in Iowa. I lived in California and finally in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have tribe members from all of those locations, and even one or two back home in Cleveland. But it's a relief to know that I have people that understand what I'm trying to do and are building me up instead of tearing me down, or what was more than likely happening, what was happening more often, was that people were trying to tell me what was good for me, what I should do. And that didn't really resonate with me. That didn't sit well with me. I come from a very more money oriented group of people. So every time I wanted to do something, the question was the same. Can you make good money doing that? Okay, I'm a writer. I'm a writer to my core. At the end of the day, if nothing else is working out, give me a pencil and a piece of paper, give me a computer, a laptop, and Microsoft Word, or even Notepad, and I will start writing, and it calms me down. It makes me feel better. It is my happy place. It is who I am at the inside, whether I get paid for it or not. I am a writer. And I found people that understood that. All of this to say, I started a Facebook group. It's a private group. Answer a couple questions and you can get in and find your tribe. Find people like you that can support you, that can encourage you, that can just listen while you vent. See funny stories, jokes, polls, all of that is available to you when you join Success Snap Nation. And it's free. It's free to join. But Success Snap Nation is my gift to my audience because you want to find your tribe. You need your tribe. Um, what did the great poet John Donne say? He said, "No man is an island." And that is true. You're not an island. You're not doing anything by yourself. There are always people that will help you, encourage you, and support you. I mean, I can tell you right now that if you're listening to this right now, you're probably not related to me. You probably didn't grow up with me. One or two of you that I went to high school with might be here. But outside of that, all I ever get from my family and closest friends is the reason why they don't have time to listen to a podcast. They can't listen to a podcast because they don't know how to do it, even though I send them directions. So figure that out. But my tribe consists of people that say, you know what, Karyn, here's what you need to do. You know what, Karyn, we believe in you. We see your success. We see what you can do. And they help me. And I want to provide that for you because a lot of times when you're really driven and you're really focused, you don't have it. You don't have it. And if you do have it, maybe you have a couple of people, but it'd be nice if you have more. Now, I can't show up at your house and get you up in the morning. I can't do that. But what I can do is when you fall down, post about it. And people will be there to support you and encourage you and tell you about the time that they had something similar happen and how they got through it. We need to stick together. And when I say we, I mean those of us who want success, who get up every morning and find the drive to do what we need to do to get where we want to go. There are people that do that, and there are people that roll over and go back to sleep and tell you all of the reasons why they couldn't do it. They can spend hours on Facebook, but they'll tell you they didn't have time to do that thing that would have got them closer to where they wanted to go. So, Success Snap Nation is for the people who need an extra push, who want some extra motivation, who need a hug sometimes, because sometimes you need a hug. And sometimes you need people that can support you, that can help you brainstorm, that can help you lick your wounds so that you can get to that next step. Not everybody is like you and me. They're not. A lot of times I've gotten up and I've thought about a couple of people in my family who will remain nameless, who need encouragement just to get up and go to a job, just to put one foot in front of the other. And sometimes I'll get up early and do what I got to do, not because someone told me that I had to do it, not because there's a paycheck coming at the end of it, but because inside of me there's something that says, this matters. You matter. You doing this matters. This is going to help you get closer to where you want to be. And that is what I made this whole Success Snap for. You are the people that I made that for because you are the people that get it. You're the people that do it, that get up in the morning and put one foot in front of the other and come home from work when you're tired and do what you have to do. Put those kids to bed, cook that meal, get that workout in, and then you stay up and you do the extra work that's going to get you from point A to point B to point C to point D. Okay? You do that. And I'm proud of you. I want you to join the Success Snap Nation, so that I can meet you and I can get to know you and I can encourage you and I can say, I know that person. I know what they're about. I know that they're the real deal. They don't just talk the talk, but they walk the walk. And when you're walking that walk, it's better if you don't have to do it alone. Can you do it alone? Yes, I've walked many a mile alone. And because I've walked it alone, I know how much better it can be to walk it with other people. There's a quote on the Success Snap Nation banner, and it's from Amy Poehler. And she pretty much says, and I'm going to paraphrase it because I don't know it by heart yet, find your people. Get close to your people and don't let them go. Whether we're talking about Success App Nation, whether we're talking about your spouse, your friends, your coworkers, your business partners, once you have those people, cherish them. Find a way to connect with them more often than not. Use them. Be of use to them. Okay, because remember, we're talking a give and take here. It's not just you taking, but it's you giving as well. I have a friend, she decided she wants to start a business. She's always had good ideas and information. She knows a couple good people. So I'm going to approach her about starting a mastermind group. A mastermind group for people that are starting businesses or people that are just starting. Whether you're starting writing a book, whether you're starting a podcast, or whether you're starting, I don't know, a business, a nonprofit, whatever it is. If you're starting, you need encouragement. It's hard to start. A couple of years ago, when the pandemic first started, I made a commitment to myself to start working out, to start losing weight. And I actually did that thing that most people don't do. I made exercise a regular habit. I missed it when I didn't do it. I'm a home cook. I was cooking healthy foods and I lost 40 pounds. Since then, I've gained over 60. Exercise stopped being a habit. Some things in my life happened and things changed, and it knocked me off course. I know what I need to do, but for some reason, it's hard to do it. And one of the reasons it's hard is because I'm doing it by myself. It would be a lot easier if I had support. And to be honest, I lost it on Weight Watchers. I need to go back to the Weight Watchers community because I got a lot of support from them before. And there's no reason why I can't again. I kind of just worked that through right now. So I need to do that. But it shows you the power of community, the power of your tribe, of having that so that you can relate to it. Now, I've just started Success Up Nation, but so far I've got a few good people that are there that are commenting. I did a really nice post yesterday because I'm always looking for stuff. There's a dog I follow on Facebook, Good Boy Ollie. And Ollie is a little bit older. He's and I know what kind of dog he is, but I can't think of it. I can see him in my face, in my head. I can see his face in my head. And he's got a little gray around his muzzle. And he participated in a dog show and he did the agility contest. And he said, not a lot of the dogs have the little gray around their muzzle, but I'm going to watch and I'm going to do my best. And as long as I do my best, it's going to be okay. And they showed Ollie running the course and he ended up in first place. Good boy, Ollie won the race. And I put that up on the Success Snap because it doesn't matter how old you are. And his definition of success wasn't winning first place, even though he did that. His definition of success was being present and trying, putting forth the effort. And that's the kind of thing you'll see on the Success Snap Nation, is just little things that offer you encouragement. Things I'm going to have later. I'll do some polls, ask some questions to give you can give your feedback. You can meet other people. You can ask all sorts of questions and get the encouragement you need. If we get enough people, I'll do some mastermind. I'll do some one-on-ones or Facebook Lives with you all so that we can encourage and support each other, and so that the Success Snap community can be a community of people that are moving forward, movers and shakers. So Facebook, look for Success Snap Nation. I'll even put the link in the show description so that you can be there, because I want to see you there. I want to see you there. I want to bear witness to your greatness. Okay. And it doesn't matter what your gender is, what your race is, what your orientation is. It doesn't matter how old you are, what side of the tracks you're from. You have it within you to do whatever it is that has been placed on your heart to do. That's you. That's your gift to the world, and we need it. We all need it. And I look forward to helping you share it. The fact that I'm here right now talking about success and how you can be successful, that's part of what I do. That's part of my gift. And me having this podcast, me sharing stories of people who succeed, people whose definition of success have changed over time, people who realize that they've been successful all along. These things matter. They're important. I've said it before. I tried to take my own life about 11 years ago because I hadn't succeeded in my mind. I wasn't married. I didn't have a child. Therefore, I was not successful. And more importantly, I was not loved. Being in the psych ward for a week gave me a lot of time to think. And it was there that I changed my definition of success. It wasn't having a child. It wasn't having a husband. It was getting up every day and doing my best. It was being happy. Right now, I'm happy. I love my home. I've created a home that I love, where I do my podcast, where I cook, which I love to do. I drive my little Mazda 3, my red Mazda 3, and I love that little silly car. And I listen to my favorite stations on my Sirius XM when I'm driving it. I watch the shows I want to watch. I watch all my cooking shows, Bobby Flay, anything by Gordon Ramsay. And every day that I get up, usually I'm not even up an hour before I'm laughing at something. To me, that is success. Now, does that mean I'm not going to try to lose weight? Does that mean that I want my podcast to just go to a handful of people and that's all? No, I'm still working to get to those levels, to make my podcast the best it can be, to get it out to as many people as possible. I will lose weight. The weight that I've lost before, I will lose it again. Just because I feel happy and I feel success at a certain level doesn't mean that I'm not working towards goals, towards making things happen. A lot of people think that if I allow myself to celebrate, if I allow myself to pat myself on the back or breathe and enjoy where I am for a minute, that enjoyment means that I will be complacent. And once I'm complacent, I won't be working towards what I want to do anymore. Nothing can be further from the truth. The road to success does not have to be filled with frustration, annoyance, and I wish I could have, I wish I should have, and all of that. You can enjoy the journey while you're trying to reach what you want to go to. I just had a talk with a friend about this. She's so focused, and every morning, every day has to be all about what she can do to get to where she wants to go. That's great. But you might not live past tomorrow. None of this is guaranteed. So enjoy what you have right now. Take a moment to enjoy and wallow in the success that you already have. You know that song by Jim Croce, The Cat's in the Cradle? The whole song, he's telling his son, I don't have time for you. I'm too busy trying to conquer the world. I don't have time for you. Maybe later. And the boy grows up and says, I'm going to be just like you, Dad. I want to be just like you. And guess what? He becomes just like him. Because now, when the father has time for him, the son doesn't have time. Two people completely missed the role that they could have had in the other's life. Was there love there? Of course. Are there memories there? Not so much. Life is more than I got to get this degree, I got to get this job, I got to make this much money. My father is getting older, and as people get older, they change, and I don't want to go through all that. I'll be upset and probably cry. But at the end of the day, my dad and I have so many good memories together. When I lived in Phoenix, I didn't like it. Sorry, Phoenix people. It was just too hot for me. I told my aunt, who's a really strong churchgoer, come to Phoenix in the summer. It makes anybody repent, because that must be a little bit what hell must feel like. But I decided to come back, and my dad said, let me know when you're coming back. I'll fly out there and drive back with you. We saw the Grand Canyon together. We saw the Cadillac Graveyard. We had biscuits in Oklahoma that were as big as my hand, not just the palm, but the fingers too. And then we rode alongside a storm. It was bright and sunny where we were, but it was a plain state, so it was flat. Maybe about 20 miles going the same direction as us was an incredible thunderstorm. We could see the lightning flashes and everything as we drove in the sun. We had a great time. Did he annoy me by telling me time and time again that I was driving too fast? Yes. But what I remember about that trip is just what I told you. When we went to the Grand Canyon And I asked him as we looked over the edge, where was I in the will? He looked at me like, seriously, right now? Um, and the Cadillac Graveyard, listening to music, singing along with songs, those are the things that I remember. And no matter what happens, as my dad goes through his health challenges and whatnot, I have something that is priceless. I have a lifetime worth of memories with that man. When I was 5, it was storming outside and I wasn't having it. And I wouldn't, I crawled under the kitchen table. And my mom came in and she was very rational and she was very astute and she told me all the reasons that I was going to be okay. But as I sat under that kitchen table, I saw a pair of shoes come in. And I knew whose shoes those were. And then I saw the knees come down. And I saw my dad on all fours come down and put his hand out to me. And he said, Karyn, come on. And I knew I was going to be okay. And I got out from under the kitchen table. Of course, my mom was annoyed because it was like, what did you do that made her get out from under the table? But the point is, that's in my memory bank. That's what I remember about my dad. So when you look at success, don't just look at the monetary things. One of the things that's so interesting about Success Snap is as people talk about their journeys, they talk about where they started from and where they evolved to. And a lot of people started out with very material, very rigid, regimented definitions of success. And over time, those changed. And I would encourage people who have kids, who have children in their lives, to show them that success is all of everything we've discussed. It's so multifaceted. It's so broad. It's not narrow. It's very broad. And I would like to explore that broadness, not just here on the Success Snap, but over on our private Facebook group, Success Snap Nation. Okay, I'm about done. I've talked and I've rambled on. But look in the show description for Success Snap Nation. We'll also talk about the contest you can enter. All you got to do is subscribe. I'm going to pick 3 subscribers at the end of the month, and I'm going to give them an Amazon gift card. Free money. So it'll probably be like $25. I don't have anything to buy for $25. Then use it as a coupon and get $25 off something you really want to get. It's free money. So go ahead and subscribe to the show. Sign up for Success App Nation. You can post, you can comment, you can like. Just go there. Be there with me and help find or expand your tribe with the Success App Nation. Now, next week, we'll be back with another guest. But I just wanted to have this time with me and you. And we've talked about it, we've done it, it's done. This episode is in the bag. And I will be back next week. See you over at Success Snap Nation. And go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Bye.